Hey guys, welcome to Pinterest in 10 minutes a day, where I am here to empower busy moms take control of your online business using Pinterest marketing in just 10 minutes a day. My goal is to teach you the ins and outs of do-it-yourself organic Pinterest marketing. We're going to share some success stories to provide actionable tips and help you grow your business. Get ready to learn how to make the most of your online limited time and resources, and let's see some big results. You ready to dive in and start building your online resources? So today I'm going to cover if you are an online course creator or you're planning on launching your own course. This episode is for you. We're going to dive into how to use Pinterest to market and sell your online course. And just a little quick reminder plug in there is if you are looking for a digital course to work on at your own pace, then the Pinterest Organic Growth Academy is for you. It's going to cover all the three main pillars of Pinterest marketing organically. We don't dig into any ads at all. And go ahead and head to my Facebook group or my website to learn more about that. So we're going to answer the first question of should you even use Pinterest to market your online course? And is it right for you? There are so many platforms out there that you can use to market your course. You have Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest. Those are like all the main ones I know of. I'm not super into a ton of social stuff, but there are so many things. And with Pinterest, we're talking about the big picture. How do you know whether you should use Pinterest or not? Because you also dig into the SEO with Google and with YouTube and all of that stuff. So here's the thing. Pinterest is actually perfect for course creators because it is a visual search engine. So that being that it's a search engine. So you think of Google, you type in a question you have and it pops up with articles. There might be pins, there might be a few images, but it's more of a wordage, right? And then you head over to YouTube and you type in something and you get videos. Pinterest is a mix right in between there. Pinterest is a search engine as well, though. All the pinners that are on Pinterest, I don't want to give a percentage because I don't have anything to back it, but there is most of the pinners on Pinterest are there with the option and the reason to solve a problem. When you hop on Pinterest, you're looking for something, whether it's a recipe, whether it's an outfit, whether it's a craft, whether it's an online course to help you with something. Most of the pinners are on Pinterest to look for an answer for something. It's not like they hop on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook to just scroll and see what people are up to. Pinterest isn't social, it's actually a search engine. And this is why it is a great platform to market your course. If your course solves pain points and problems, it's a solution to what somebody might have a hard time with, Pinterest is for you. Now, there are a few limited categories that you can't really do much marketing on Pinterest with, right? But overall, most of the courses and anything that most people sell, you can definitely use Pinterest with that. Okay. So it is a long-term strategy. I will be the first one to tell you, don't put all your eggs in one basket with Pinterest. I don't put all my eggs in one basket with Pinterest. Pinterest is going to be a long time search engine where it takes time to get the initial platform set up. But once your profile is set up, it's 10 minutes a day using Pinterest marketing. My students use a POG method, and the more consistent you're on it, that builds up momentum. The SEO gets in there, you get into the algorithm, and you start seeing results. It is a long-term strategy. You won't see a ton of traffic and sales in the first month or 2 months. Typically, if everything gets set up right, depending on the niche, as early as 6 months up to 9 months. So definitely think of it as your long-term strategy where you get it set up and you kind of let it do its thing with only a little bit of work from you. And then I always recommend my students to have a short-term strategy. For me, I use Facebook. But there's the short-term strategy where you can get a little bit more interaction with people and those quicker sales. So Pinterest is going to be your overall long-term strategy of getting people to your course, to the opt-in page and learning more about it. Okay. So that's the first thing. If you decide Pinterest is what you want to do to market your online course, how are you going to get your course noticed by Pinterest? So the key thing with getting your Pinterest course, getting your course noticed by Pinterest is actually doing the research and getting your profile set up. You want to first, hopefully you've made this course with clients' pain points in mind. What are the students going to need help with? And you've made this course to answer those pain points. Take those pain points, type them into the Pinterest search bar and see what keywords pop up. You want to get your Pinterest profile set up for this niche with these keywords completely related to your course, okay? When your profile is set up with keywords, solving the pain points, your niche, that type of thing, those keywords all get cataloged into the Pinterest algorithm. When you start creating pins for the course, they're going to take off better because everything in your profile is pointing towards the same niche and the same keywords, that type of thing, okay? If you have your profile already set up for your specific niche for your business, that's really good. To get more people eyes on your course is you want to create pins that are related. So the image on that pin or the video on that pin needs to be related to what the course is about. If you're going to tell them how to lose weight and it's maybe an image of a before and after picture, right? You better have that pin linking to something about losing weight on the other side, right? So the next step is creating these pins that have images that draw the pinner's attention, that have a headline, how to lose weight in 1 week, free course, or how to lose weight in 1 week, learn now, right? And the pin has the image, it has the title that has keywords, it has a call to action, learn more, access to free training, click now, 10 steps, whatever it is you want to get them to do. The goal is for them to actually click on your pin and head on over to start looking at that landing page or the website or whatever to learn more about you, okay? So in order to get your course noticed on Pinterest, you need two of the three main pillars of Pinterest growth. The first one is you need a powerful profile set up and optimized. Keywords go hand in hand. And the second thing is you need a organized pinning strategy. I say organized because you can go be pinning 100 pins a day and still be less as effective than me pinning 2 or 3 pins a day. Okay. So this is where my online course also digs into with the O is a 10-minute a day organic pinning strategy to get the traffic to your course. Okay. And then the third pillar is growth, but you have to be on Pinterest a little bit more to be able to dig in a little bit to that growth. Okay. So that is how you're going to get your course noticed by getting your profile set up for your ideal client and creating pins and content directly related to the course. Okay. And then let's dive into, let's say you've been doing this for a while. You're like, okay, Charisse, I've been on Pinterest for like a year. I've had my website set up. I've had my Pinterest profile set up. I have my keyword set up and I've been having pins go to my course and it's been like 6 months, 3 months. I'm not getting any traffic. Okay. Why isn't my course getting clicks? So there honestly could be a million different things for this. So the first thing is maybe you didn't get your profile quite set up as well as you thought. Now, I run into this all the time. I would say about 70% of the audits I get don't quite have their profile specifically towards their niche. Okay. So that being said, they might have a few things related to their niche, but their profile really isn't as optimized for their niche as they need to be. That's the biggest problem for people who aren't getting clicks is if your profile isn't optimized to those ideal clients, to those pain points, to those keywords, it's going to be like walking through mud getting those pins seen because it's not in the algorithm. Okay. So that's the biggest thing is you've been posting pins, but you're not getting any clicks. Another thing could be happening is it could be your pins. If 90% of your pins are going to an opt-in page and a sales page, you might be getting clicks and nobody will be buying. Okay. The reason why is pinners on Pinterest are still in the search phase. Most of them aren't ready to click buy yet. And if they've just met you from clicking on a pin, there's less of a chance. And I actually dug into this in an episode, I think a little bit last episode, and then a few episodes ago as about the conversions one. Is pinners typically will convert better if they are on your email list or if they head to a blog post, a podcast, a video, something teaching them, and then you say, hey, I have this course and sign up for that. Okay. So if your pinning strategy is only pinning stuff to those course links, there's a few things going wrong. One, you're using the same link over and over, probably a little too much. So you might get a little bit shadowed on the Pinterest algorithm. And two, you might be pinning too much to the course and not enough of the other value content that you're not getting as many clicks because those pins aren't getting saves and views and that type of thing. They're not getting shown. Okay. So a quick tip with that is to think like your audience. What words would they be searching for and solutions to those problems? You want to use those keywords in the pinned copy and in your boards and use those keywords, because if you're not getting clicks, chances are is your algorithm hasn't quite either A, figured out what you do, B, it's too confused with what you do, or C, it just hasn't had enough time to dig into the keywords. So you really want to look for keywords about what your audience is looking for. And then if you're getting the clicks but not the sales, dig into the last podcast tonight, okay? We go more into that. My goal is to really try to keep these around the 10-minute mark. Okay, so we covered whether an online course, whether Pinterest is for you to market your online course. We've covered how to get it noticed on Pinterest by getting your profile set up with keywords, and we've covered you're doing pinning, you're posting pins, but nothing is happening. So the last thing I want you to do is how do you turn Pinterest traffic into actual sales for your course? So you're getting clicks on pins, but you're not getting students for the course. And this is really similar to some of the other things that we've talked about is if your salesman page, your opt-in page, all of your copy isn't really tied in to who your ideal client is, what they're looking for, it's going to be hard to get those conversions, okay? So Pinterest is it's a funnel, right? So the goal of that funnel is for them to sign up from you. But if at the very top of the funnel, you're getting women who want to lose weight, but your ultimate thing is to sell keto, you're going to get people who are similar wanted to lose weight, but do they really want to go into keto? So sometimes your keywords might be way too general, which is okay kind of to get started off, but, and I did this, I did my very first business, I was way too general and I got so much traffic and didn't make a single sale. And I niched down my keywords a lot more. It was very, very painful. I went from emergency preparedness, frugal living, budgeting to just food storage, right? I didn't even throw emergency preparedness for about 3 or 4 years later, just food storage. And my traffic dropped and my views dropped, but the traffic I did get and the leads I did get on my emails started to sign up for my products. Okay. So you really want to, from that top of that funnel, get the keywords and really understand what the pain point these pinners have and how is that related to your online course. You need to figure out that tie to it and set up your profile with that end course in mind, okay? And if you're getting clicks from Pinterest, if you're getting traffic from Pinterest, the reason why they're not buying most likely is not from Pinterest. The chances are is it's probably the sales page or the opt-in page, and you need to kind of figure out that disconnect, okay? So on your sales page, definitely make sure if they're coming from Pinterest, you really want to give them a little bit about you. Who are you? They're coming from Pinterest. They've never met you before. So you need to build a little bit of that know, like, and trust factor. Typically, my favorite thing to do when I'm doing sales page directly from Pinterest is an exit pop-up. So they're not ready to buy something, totally okay, but would you like this free thing to join on my email list? So I'm still capturing that lead, even though they didn't sign up for it. And then they can learn more about me in the email and then decide if it's something they want later on. So that's what the way that I found when I'm pinning directly from Pinterest to a sales page to kind of have that exit pop up. So there's still that potential versus just losing that pinner and heading back to Pinterest. Okay. The goal is to make the transition from Pinterest to your course sign up as smooth as possible. Okay. And that is how you do your online course on Pinterest. It's really similar to selling other products and stuff with Pinterest, but the biggest thing that I cannot point out enough is to know your keywords, know those pain points, know what those pinners are looking for. What are they typing into the Pinterest search bar? What are they looking for? And how does that tie into your course? And then follow that path and get them going down that path. Okay. Your action step. Your action step. Are you ready? Go to your Pinterest account and try to create 5 pins that speak directly. Actually, I'm not going to cut that. 5 pins might be a little too much. Let's do 3 pins. So what is your course about? Let's say your course is about teaching somebody how to start a keto diet. They have no clue. They kind of have an idea what keto is, but they've never done it before. And you have an online course teaching them how to start a keto diet. What are the 3 big pain points that they're going to have, right? What is keto? What can and cannot eat? And maybe a meal plan or something. I'm not sure. What are the biggest pain points they have? And create a pin, 1 pin for each of those pain points. And then make sure there's a call to action. Like, let's say it's a pin about what you need to know about keto before starting the diet. And if that's in your course, say learn more, and make sure on that course sales page you talk about everything you need to know about keto before starting the diet, because it's not for everyone. But even if it's not for everyone, there's still a lot of stuff in this course that can help you still change your diet without going full blown keto or something like that. I'm kind of pulling this stuff out thin air because I don't know 100% what keto is. Um, but go to Pinterest, go to Canva, and create 3 pins, 1 pin for each pain point that your online course works. Okay. And then 1 week, do one URL, that 1 pin, and link it to your course, one each week. So what I'm recording this, what day is today? I don't even know today, Wednesday. I'm recording this on a Wednesday. So whichever day you listen to it and you create those pins, post one on that day with your URL, then the next week do the same day and the week after that, okay? And see how it goes. Now, that being said, it does take about 30 to 90 days for a pin to take off. Remember how I talked about at the beginning, it's a long-term strategy. Go ahead and pin those, check back in a month or so and see how they are doing, okay? When you create pins related to a client's pain point, you will sell your courses, your products or services so much better, okay? The Pinterest Organic Growth Academy will walk you through all of these pillars, including the third pillar about growth, where you're going to learn how to look at your website, because it doesn't help if you're getting all this traffic from Pinterest and not converting them into a lead or customer. So that part of G of that Pinterest is actually learning how to convert the Pinterest traffic into a lead, into a client. We also dig into analytics and what you need to look at with your Pinterest analytics to see what's working and what's not working, to hone in and get better at marketing your online course. Okay. Double check your pin description and your pin titles to make sure they are specifically related to your ideal student and that you're using keywords for that, and pin that. And I would love to see how it goes. Okay. As you directly think of each pin related to a pain point versus just creating pins, what pain point is this pin going to solve? You will start seeing more clicks and more traffic and more conversions at Pinterest. Okay, guys? Thank you so much for listening. It is so good to have you here. If you have any more questions, head on over. Frog in my throat. Sorry. Head on over to my free Facebook group. It's titled A Woman on Pinterest, and I would love to connect with you more there. Bye for now.